Hi, everybody.
It's Morgan and Taylor from the future.
Are you so excited about the St. Patrick's Day episode coming out today, 3.0?
Guys, it was a rough one for us.
Yeah, and I'm just going to go ahead and formally apologize.
It's got season 1 audio, season 1 vibes, season 1 mentality,
drinks,
season 1 drinks, and season 1 pronunciation.
100%, 100%. So just go ahead and mentally prepare yourself as you dive into this. But before we got started, we wanted to go ahead and give you the huge announcement that we have been teasing, and I think we probably tease in the show. We were originally going to put it in the TFU section, but we decided that it was just too good to make you wait.
It needs to be the first thing that you hear.
It does, of course. So we wanted to announce to you guys that we have officially signed
with Dear Media.
We are so freaking excited. Starting next week.
Why am I nervous right now?
No, I'm so nervous. I don't know.
Wait, there's no one here we're announcing it to.
It's just literally us. No, I'm so nervous. But basically, starting next week, they will be producing all of our Thursday episodes that you guys hear each week. We're just so freaking excited for this next year.
There will be very little change.
Yes, very
besides
little.
Better content, better research, like more time for us.
This is like such a big deal from two girls that started this as being idiots on a mic. We literally never thought that anybody except for our moms and our friends that we forced to listen to were going to ever listen to this. And you guys have changed our lives.
And we know that you guys hear that often, but like that's truly where we were.
We're literally in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Just two nobodies.
Just two nobodies.
Two
We're
bitches.
literally two bitches with a mic. Like, it is really crazy.
Yeah.
And we just can't thank you enough for finding us, telling people about us, sharing us, listening to us every week, becoming our best friends. Like, you guys, whoop.
There it is.
You guys mean the entire world to us, and we couldn't have done this without you.
Yeah, we love you.
We love you guys so much. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I, again, am so,
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. I don't even know what to tell you to expect.
Like, here on out, like, guys, we've got to be on our best behavior.
Best behavior.
Like, other people are now editing us.
Yeah, we can't be like being crazy.
We can't not do a mic check.
Yeah. Like, we didn't do this one. Not a single mic check. Never heard of her. Who is that? No.
Oh, man.
But that's all we have for you. So I guess we'll let you go into the episode. You'll get your yo and welcome back. I mean, that's the big announcement. It should be released fully tomorrow.
You'll see it on socials and
starting tomorrow. But we want to let you guys know.
I'm like out of breath. I'm nervous.
I'm nervous.
Shaky.
My heart hurts.
I feel crazy.
I'm lightheaded.
I just can't even believe that we are saying that. Like, those words are coming out of our mouth.
No, but the second we saw Dear Media pop into our inbox,
we're like, oh,
that's
you're coming home with us.
You're coming home with us. Oh my God. We love you guys so much. And we just could not wait to tell you. I'm sorry we teased you about it for so many months.
So many months.
We promise not to be as mentally unwell now.
We are healed.
The charismatic girls are back.
The charisma is back.
The charisma is back. If you know that, then you're an OG.
We are now charismatic.
We are now charismatic. We're back to the charismatic girls that we used to be. Love you
guys.
We're
so excited. All right. Love you. Enjoy the app.
Bye. Yo. And welcome back to Creeps and Crimes
Podcast.
I'm Taylor.
And I'm Morgan. And happy St. freaking Patrick's Day. Let's go.
Oh my God.
You guys, our third year celebrating St. Patty's Day. Like, that is more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Accomplishment over a new season.
Yeah, like,
period.
Fuck Halloween. But honestly, love Halloween, because remember what we learned is that Halloween is literally St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, actually.
So
we'll be wearing this for Halloween this year, and we'll be drinking this also.
If you're watching on YouTube, I think that I'm going to try my best to make but the camera's already fucking tried us.
Yeah.
Already. It will not connect to our phones, guys. It will not. So, like, we keep having to duck underneath this table. If this works out, I want to post this at the exact same time that this goes out, because something so valuable about St. Patty's Day is getting to watch me and Morgan on TV
take shots.
Get absolutely fucked.
No, it's actually like the worst thing ever caught on camera. But Taylor has decided to royally fuck me today with alcohol.
But don't worry, I'm also trying to royally fuck myself, clearly, because if you've been listening long enough, you know that I hate a baby Guinness.
So we made teenage Guinnesses.
We did.
So more. So we have these big giant boots
from Target.
And in it is a Jameson ginger lime ×2.
Times like 15.
So we have 2 entire ginger beers in here, like 6 shots, I would say, of Jameson.
Yeah.
Couple lime slices. And my least favorite part, no fucking ice.
No.
No ice.
Well, there was ice, so that was 2 hours ago before the camera decided.
This is another reason why it's a bad idea to be Taylor's best friend, is because they don't use ice, and I'm an ice bitch.
No, that's not true. I love ice. I just don't have an ice maker. And I'm not gonna like go and risk my life on the street behind me to get a bag of ice.
You mean when you go get gas?
I don't go get gas, Morgan. I don't drive anywhere.
I know. Okay, I would have got it.
Yeah. No, you would have.
It's okay.
Yeah,
they're fine. And then tell them our lineup of shots.
Okay, so our lineup of shots is we currently have a baby Guinness each. And then we have a boot full of Jameson. And then a boot full of pickle juice, because we're going to do picklebacks.
Like, that's bigger than a double shot to me.
Yeah. But I feel like it's just a double shot, because I was looking at that ounce out there. But there's there's literally no way.
Does it fill into the boot?
They're mini boots. No. They're mini boots of what our big boots are. And I swear to God, we could put a toddler in these bitches.
No. This could fit my feet. Maybe not.
Maybe not. It definitely wouldn't fit mine.
Next thing you know, we'll be trying them on when we're done.
Before the episode's over, me and Morgan are trying to see whose foot can get in
the boots.
But the way that we would literally get stuck.
Oh, yeah. Abso-fucking-lutely. Guys, it is our literal favorite holiday.
This is the best
And the world has been crushing us today, but we're here to lighten it up.
I mean, today has been the craziest day, and I think it's because we hyped it up too much. Like,
absolutely.
We do this to ourselves all the fucking time.
Every single time.
We're like, this is going to be so fun. And then just like shit derails.
Yeah.
But
so we decided we're going to take these shots in the intro.
We're going to take these shots, all 2 of them in the intro.
Oh no.
So I think we should take 2 to kick the episode off and 2 with creepy. Before we say if you're driving.
Okay, what are we starting with first?
Okay, do you want to do sweet or salty?
You decide, but don't say what I want you to say. Don't say what I don't want you to say.
Okay, well, I can't read your fucking mind.
Yes, you can. What do you think I want to take right now?
You want to take neither. Yeah. So you want to start off with the baby Guinness?
Please.
Okay.
Oh God.
No, you shut up. This one literally put me to death, and then I revived, and I wasn't okay because I was in a big fucking bus on Irish back roads with an Irish driver.
Yeah, and we're gonna actually pause right here, because if you guys there is no wine today. Go grab your fucking Guinness, grab your Jameson, and sit your ass down. Don't listen to this while you're driving.
If you're working, don't.
Just don't. Pause it. Wait till you get home and pull out your bottle, and you take a shot every time we say Ireland.
Guys, you're gonna die.
Go ahead and have the ambulance on speed dial.
On the way. All right, cheers.
I can't.
Oh, wait. Let's tell them what a baby Guinness is.
I can't.
So there are 2 different ways that you can make a baby Guinness. There's one that has 3 ingredients. Of course, we want the one that has 2 ingredients because we're just fast.
It looks
cheap
thick.
Like that.
Mama looks thick.
So it's a coffee liqueur. So like we did Kahlua, and then a cream coffee liqueur or cream liqueur on top. We did Bailey's. And it is
so excited.
It's so bad.
Okay.
All right, cheers. Happy St. Patty's Day 3.0. Slap it on the table, bitch. Sláinte.
Again.
Wasn't as horrific as I remember.
I didn't finish.
Finish it.
It's too big.
Just put it down your fucking mouth.
Consume that much at once.
You're not supposed to stop it in your mouth. You're supposed to just send it straight down your esophagus.
I can't do that. My throat doesn't allow it. It doesn't allow it.
You got it. Yeah, you stop to like swallow in the middle.
How do you just let it go?
You just like curve your tongue under. I don't know how to explain. No, I don't.
I have never been good at taking shots. Okay, wait.
I tasted that. It wasn't as horrific as I remember. We don't have our Irish flags because we buried them in the box.
Yeah, forgot about all of that.
And I rebuke it in the name of God.
We do have these really cute little Care Bear shirts on.
From Target. They're from Target. And go get them right now as soon as you listen to this. Oh shit, it's going to be too late when you listen to this.
It's going to be too fucking late.
But if you can find it, they're at Target. They've got little shamrocks on it, and it's got a Care Bear on
They
it.
are really, really cute. And
They're
you know,
so cute.
you know what's so fun about our St. Patrick's Day though is that everyone in the United States celebrates St. Patrick's Day for like Friday and Saturday, right? We have an entire week. We are a week ahead right now, and we're celebrating.
Oh my God.
And we will continue to
No one
celebrate.
even like call us, don't text us, don't DM us on St. Patty's Day. We're going to be dead in a ditch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even ready.
Yeah, we are.
I'm not even hyped up.
We're hyped.
I've had a bad fucking day.
Well, me too. You know what? Let me tell you guys this.
Honestly, fuck St. Patty's Day. We got to tell you about our days for a second.
This is when you know you had a bad day. When you have to go to the fucking V.
That's worse.
The DMV is hell on earth. Period. It is miserable. There's always one person working, 6 empty desks, 40 people there. I walked in and I pulled the number 19. And that's the thing. They still got the numbers to pull like you're at a deli.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They
That's
sure
horrible.
fucking do.
They do. So I
They
pulled
do.
my number, 43. I'm like, oh, I wonder what number they're on. They've got to be. I'm like, 30 to look up, 18. I'm like, okay.
Bitch.
I only have 25 more to fucking go. It was horrible, dude.
All this for what?
For what?
For what? A car you don't own?
For a car that I don't
car
even
owned-
have in my possession.
A car that you fucking
because
sold?
the dealership fucked up. Like, what do you want me to do about
Oh
it?
my
That's
God.
on you, babe.
Oh,
Figure it out.
I met a cryptid today. It was a Target
fool.
Karen.
Oh, yeah. Cryptid.
A Terran.
Yeah.
100%.
Those will get to you.
I met a fucking Terran. So basically, long story short, I go get my nails done today. There was so much tea being spilled.
and show them.
They're green.
Of course.
Of course they're green. What else would I do? I'm not getting fucking pinched.
Period.
Not me. Anyways, I go to Target and I got Morgan and I these shirts, these boots, and everything goes, you know us, we'll wait till last minute to do everything. Everything. I'm in there and then I was like, well, I need some more makeup because I'm low on my concealer and stuff. So I go and I get concealer and all that shit.
This is what I was telling you guys about.
Yep. And then I'm like, well, while I'm here, might as well go ahead and get some Slim Jims.
Yeah, might as well.
Because, like, why not? Then I got lime and ginger beer, okay? So then I'm, like, going to the checkout, and there's not a single fucking employee in sight. Like, not one.
No.
They're, like, only working the, like, customer service. And in Knoxville, there's literally only 4 self-checkouts, and there's 50, like, someone else checks you out. Not a single fucking one of those were open. There's a line, I'm not joking, all the way back to the produce, like past the cosmetics, everything. I had to wait in that long fucking line, and we had no choice. Like, we needed this stuff. Like, I had to get it.
Needed it.
So,
Must have. Necessity.
must have this
To live.
boot. Needed. I wait in the whole fucking line, right? And I have our, like, C&C business card because we just switched banks and all this crazy shit.
Crazy.
It was fucking miserable. So I'm getting this and I ring up all the creeps and crime stuff, and you know me, right off. So I
Immediately needs to be on the
immediately fucking right off. Swipe it. It's like 4-digit code.
card. We're like, you're supposed to be credit. Run it as credit, please.
A fucking 4-digit code?
Fucking debit. Run it as credit.
Ma'am? I was like, literally there. I don't remember it prompting me to give a code. I had to give like a security code for like when I call them and ask questions.
Yeah.
But not one for the card. So then I start typing in any code that Morgan and I know equally.
It's like the police are on the way.
So I'm like doing that. It's like canceled.
And it's so embarrassing too. Especially
So-
the ones that talk. They're like,
Yes.
declined. I'm like,
Declined.
fuck off.
It was like wrong number. I was like, God, fuck. So then Taryn behind me, she's breathing on my fucking neck.
No.
It's hot. And I was carrying 2 different baskets because I didn't want to get a cart. I just got 2 baskets. I was going to be in and out. One was like my stuff for my card, and the other stuff was like Creeps and Crime shit for Creeps and Crime's card. She's breathing down my fucking neck when she
No.
sees that there's an entire other basket right beside me
That has not been checked
that's
out.
filled up all the way. And I'm like doing it, and she's like I do it again. She's like, you might need to try to swipe it. And I'm like,
You're going to hell.
I just looked at her and I turned around because I was like, I'm hot. I'm angry. I'm not in the mood. I know.
Agitated, irritated.
I can't. If I said anything,
meanwhile, I'm texting, hey, can you do me a favor?
So then I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it on my card. The receipt comes out. She literally pulls up right beside me, like she's about to check out where I'm at, knowing that there's a fucking full basket beside me. And I start scanning the things. Ugh. I said, ma'am, I'm not done.
Yeah.
I have a whole thing. I just saw you check out. I said that was for my business. This is for personal. I have to separate it.
Her.
I was literally so mad, and I was like, don't lose it in here. Don't lose it. Then I accidentally fucking scanned something twice. And then I had to wait for an attendant to come over, but I was just fucking happy because Taryn left me.
Yeah, she found her own checkout.
Stupid bitch. I was so mad at her. Literally.
Target Karens are the worst. The Tarens of the world.
So I was so frustrated, right? I ate 4 string cheeses and 5 Slim Jims on my way home.
Hell yeah.
I literally just sat there, ripping them apart.
Hell yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm done.
Fuck it.
I'm quit. What do you mean?
Are such a pussy.
No, you're on a different level than me, clearly. I'm still getting over Taryn. Okay, I'll chug it to meet you, and then we're going to take that. Where are you at? Okay, give me a second. No, don't you chug. Let me catch up.
Meet it in the middle. Don't be a baby boot bitch. Fuck off, bro. All right. I can't take it, Taylor. I really can't.
No, you can.
If I throw up, mind your business.
Oh, I'm so excited for this pickle juice.
I'm not. I can't drink pickle juice.
Just try it.
I'm going to be doing halves.
Okay, I'm going to do the whole thing because I just want it over with.
Yeah, you'll be taking my other half.
No, I'm not. Cheers. We're doing it. SLAINTE. It's fucking St. Patty's Day. To the leprechauns. Okay.
If you're driving, throw that shit on cruise control.
If you got a glass of Guinness, pour that shit up.
Actually, pause. If you're driving, get the fuck out of the car and head to the bar.
If you're drinking, pour up that Guinness right fucking now.
And let's get creepy.
So the episode we have for you guys today is a little different than what we would typically bring you on St. Patty's Day, because we decided to bring you the history of Ireland from 2 Americans, or the birth of the legends that we talk about in celebration of this glorious holiday. Bear with me now, Líbar Gabála Ireland, which is the book of the taking of Ireland, or the Book of Invasions, a collection of poems or stories in the Irish language of the history of Ireland from the creation of the earth until the Middle Ages.
Wow.
There are various versions of this story, and it is believed that the earliest version of this book was compiled by an anonymous author in the 11th century. It details the takings of Ireland on 6 different occasions by 6 different groups of people. The first being the people of C&C'S, the second being the people of Partholon, the people of Nemed, the people of Fíorbolg, the Tuatha de Danann.
We think. ?
That's what we got from some YouTube videos. And lastly, the
Milesians.
? Which are like the earliest version of the Gaelic people, or the Gaels. So the first 4 of these groups either disappeared from the face of the earth or were forced to leave Ireland, and the 5th represent the Irish pagan gods, and the 6th of the people represent the Gaels, or the Irish people today. So let's start from the very beginning, according to the Líbar Gabála.
Before any settlers arrived in Ireland, mythical spirits roamed underwater and underneath the soil. The earliest reference of them is from a 7th century elegy that said that these, quote, malevolent spirits dwell under the worlds of men. These are the Fomorians. The Fomorians are believed to be these monstrous giants, sometimes depicted as having the body of a man and the head of the goat, or having one eye, one arm, or one leg. Nonetheless, they were huge. They were giants and they were fucking hostile.
Yeah.
It's unclear if they came from the sea or from under the earth, but they were not human. They were supernatural. It's believed that they represented the wild or destructive powers of nature, chaos, darkness, death, blight, and drought. The most notable Fomorian was Balor, leader of the Fomorians, or Balor. Balor was said to have one large eye that immediately caused destruction when opened. He is interpreted throughout history as a personification of the scorching sun and has been linked to Greek Cyclops. Humans were their enemy. They brought havoc to any settler attempt. But there was one group that they despised more than any future settler, and that was the Tuatha De Danann, or the TDD, which is what we're going to definitely be referring to
TDD.
as throughout the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
Which we will get to. But as for the humans, the people of Cesar are said to be some of the first people to inhabit Ireland.
Cesar, was the daughter of Noah's non-biblical son, Beth, and his wife, Baron. Noah told them that they needed to flee to the western edge of the earth in order to escape the flood, as they were denied a place on Noah's ark.
If my dad said that to me, I'd be like, I'm going to actually kill you.
No, I've got a question. Not only for you, Dad, but for God.
You have room for these lizards, but not me.
Literally,
I'm your daughter.
Why do we have 2 giraffes?
Yeah.
Why do we need giraffes?
It's fucking rude.
Are you joking?
That's so rude.
Oh my God,
for.
I'll never fucking get
and
over it.
unhinged by Noah.
I mean, that is
Just
so
fucking
fucked
rude.
up. Dude, are you joking? So either way, Noah told them to go to the western edge of the world because, remember in this time, there was nothing further than what we know as modern day Ireland. This is how they were going to escape the flood. Well, Cesar, she was older at this point, and she told the people of her community to create an idol that would guide them to the edge for safety. And they sailed all the way to Ireland in 3 separate ships. They landed at Dunmabark, which is Bantry Bay, and they got there just 40 days before the flood in either 2242 BC or not BC, just nothing.
2242 or 2361 BC.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me.
No, me neither.
Because
I'll never, ever understand BC 80. As many times as I've researched it or people have tried to explain it, our listeners.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. It never fucking will, period.
I just wish we could have a count from 1 to current.
Right. Why?
Because technically, what year are we in?
Let's make it easy. We can literally rechange the years right now and call that, year 2.
No, literally.
It would be that simple.
But I have a question. Seriously though, if we were to throw out the BC 8 and we were to just to truly
probably
count,
4,000.
Well, isn't the Earth billions of years old?
Yeah, I don't know.
So we'd be what, 4 billion years old? This is year 4 billion. Good luck, everybody.
Well, that's all. Sorry, that's all considered when humans were on Earth. So yeah, the Earth was billions of years old, but I think the
just
time
as far
starts
back as we can date it.
Yeah.
But how fucked up is that? We still are discovering things that are before we even knew that the world was that the Earth.
Right.
I guess the Earth is the world.
Yeah.
Is the Earth the world? Right.
Yes. Yeah. Our world is what we know in what we have, which is the Earth. We don't know any shit about Jupiter or Saturn. You know what I mean?
Fuck you, Jupiter. Fuck you, Saturn.
The world is the Earth.
So we literally only.
This is our world.
Wow.
And you're just
that's such an interesting that's such an interesting concept. So either way, and by the way, another thing that we discovered while researching this is that there's about 15 different ways that you can track time in terms of years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And all of these people disagree on what year exactly this was, depending on what you consider to be the beginning of time.
Yeah,
I guess, which is really
actually later on into my segment, I quit counting years because I was like, "Fuck it."
No, I literally threw them out.
It's just in a timeline of this happened after that.
Yeah, me too.
Fuck the years, not important.
No, this is from the creation of time to the Middle Ages,
right.
So we're gonna leave it at that. 2 of the 3 ships were lost during their journey to Ireland, and the only survivors were Cesar and 49 other women, along with just 3 men. Beth, which was Cesar's father, Lad, Ladra, who was the pilot or like the captain of their ship. And then Fintan Mac Bocard, which just means like Fintan, the son of Bochark or Bochar or Bokar. And I'm sorry for if I'm mispronouncing. We're going to call him Finn if I'm mispronouncing Finn's name. But he was known as the Wise. According to these specific writings, the three men each had one primary wife. And Finn's primary wife was Cess, aka C&C'S. In addition to their primary wife, they each had 16 wives.
Wow.
Because there was 50 women for 3 men.
That's nuts.
And you know, back then they thought women dumb.
Yeah, fuck them.
Can't
we
fuck
literally, like, legit, just fuck them.
Legit, just fuck them. Y'all are so fucked up for that. And it's Women's History Month. Soon after arriving in Ireland, sickness and hunger killed both Ladra and Beth, meaning that Finn was now the only man left with 50 women.
Oh,
terrifying.
Poor guy.
Honestly, that's a terrifying predicament for that man. But Finn was really distraught about the death of his buddies. So he fled, leaving all 50 women alone to this cave in the mountains just days before the flood. And the flood, which is the flood from the Bible, like the flood that Noah had an ark in, killed all of the women. Even Noah's own granddaughter, which is fucked up.
That is so fucks.
But miraculously, how do you say that word? Miraculously, Finn was able to shapeshift into a salmon.
Okay.
And he camped out in this cave. It allowed him to survive the flood until like the water levels dropped. And then eventually he turned into a eagle.
Oh.
And then a hawk. And then back to human form. But either way, during the entire year that he was a salmon, he lived in his cave, and this cave is now known as Fintan's or Fintan's or Finn's grave. When he returned to human form, according to the legends, he lived for 5,500 years, more years than like he had already lived. He became one of the advisors for the High Kings of Ireland, which we're going to get to here in a bit. But it would be hundreds of more years before he could turn into human form and human beings return to the island, which is Ireland.
And on Earth in general.
Take a shot, bitch.
Take a shot.
Yep.
So in contradiction to the C&C'S people, according to the Historia Britonum, the people of Bartholomew were actually believed to be the first settlers of Ireland, about 300 years after the Great Flood.
I'm sorry to pause you, but I did want to add that the book that we're referring to, the book of the Takings of Ireland or the Book of Invasions, was actually taken as like fact and history until the 19th century. And it was only in the 19th century that the church ruled it out as history and said that it was
as
more
like pseudo history,
mythical, which is really kind of mind blowing because like low key, I believe this shit.
Yeah, me too.
You know?
Yeah, me too. The Bartholomews traveled from Iberia by the thousands, and the group continued to multiply through their travels, gaining followers along the route until they reached about 4,000 people. Once they reached Ireland, the settlement was almost immediately wiped out by the plague within a single week.
Wow.
But of course, the story varies. And today we're going off the Labor Gabala Aaron, the book of invasions or the history of Ireland, the book that we've talked about, the poems and narratives that write the history of Ireland. But today, like Taylor said, it's considered to be pseudo-history. This book claims that the people of Partholon were actually the second group to attempt to settle in Ireland. Take a shot. It is written that after the deaths of Cesar from the flood, Partholon and his people came from Greece. And in this depiction, Partholon is said to be the son of Sarah, who was at the time the king of Greece, who Sarah, his father, was the son of Sru, who was a descendant of Magog, who was the son of Japheth, who was the son of Noah.
My God.
So in the long run, Partholon was the great-great-great-grandson or nephew of Noah. In the history of Ireland, it's stated that Partholon had to flee Greece after he murdered his parents, the king and the fucking queen.
What?
He left from Greece and headed by boat to Sicily with his people, with his followers. For 2.5 months, his family and thousands of his followers sailed from Sicily to the west side of Ireland, called now Kenmare, and they then called that home.
Shot.
Here, they introduced farming, cooking, building, and of course, brewing. Partholon and his wife, Delgnat, had 3 children, all sons, Slanga, Rudraj, and Langlin, who all grew to be married. When the Partholon people arrived, Ireland was a mere one open plain with 3 lakes and 9 rivers. But during their time there, they were able to clear 4 more plains, and this caused 7 new lakes to just burst from the ground. And this is actually like a common thing, I guess, in Ireland because of the limestone there, that like lakes can just like up and not explode.
They're
but
kind of
like
glaciers. That turn
kind
into
of
lakes.
like sinkhole vibe, but like explode vibe, like mixed together, I guess. And they end up turning into lakes.
Yeah.
He then divided Ireland into 4 regions named after his sons: Air, Orba, Farron, and Fergna. Now, I said before that he only had 3 sons, but this source varies. All throughout all of this, the sources are constantly varying because you're pulling from, the Labor Gabala and you're pulling from the historian Breton.
And there's like 15 other books that were written prior to the 11th century.
So I'm trying to like add in like a little bit of here and there from both.
All of these are kind of mixed between the
and
varieties.
You see the stories like are very similar.
They just change like minorly throughout.
Yeah. So the Book of Invasions, which is what we're talking about today, only speaks of 3 sons, while the Forest Fisa, another book, or the History of Ireland, speaks of 4. So the Partholon fought and won the first battle of Ireland, the Battle of Mag Etha. And who did they fight? The freaking monstrous giants, the Fomorians. But while winning wars, his wife, Delgnat, was seducing one of their servants, Topa. While Partholon, I can't say his fucking name, Partholon was out, Delgnat slept with Topa, and then afterwards drank some of Partholon, her husband's, brewed ale. But this ale was special because it could only be accessed through this one specific gold tube. Whoa. So when Partholon made his way home, he headed, of course, straight to his golden beer.
Yeah, 100%.
Drinking out of his golden tube. But something was off. He could taste Delgnat and Topa's mouths on the end of the tube.
No.
He was fucking enraged.
Yeah.
So, in revenge, he killed his wife's dog and he killed their servant, Topa. But Delgnat was like adamant. She was like, you're actually the one to blame. You constantly leave us alone and you not expect us to take advantage of this situation. Like, you're never here. Like, he's here with me. Like, I'm sorry that you're out fighting the giants.
The
but like,
Fomorians.
I'm trying to like get down and I want to drink beer and have a good time. And
and they don't have vibrators back then. So what do you want her to
she was
do,
like,
babe?
You left
But like,
us.
not
like,
her gaslighting him.
she did. She fucking gaslit the fuck out of him. So this tale between Partholon, Delgnat, and Topa was actually the first case of adultery and jealousy in Ireland. Take a shot. And in response, the small island that Partholon and Delgnat lived on at the head of the River Erne was named Samir, after her dog that he killed.
Aww.
According to the Annals of the Four Masters, which is yet another book, the plague came 300 years after their settlement, and it wiped the Partholons out within a week, except for one man, Tuan, who was the nephew of Partholon, son of Partholon's brother Starn. Tuan was known as this legendary seer, and being alive through numerous generations, he had a very large amount of Irish knowledge and history stored in his brain. Apparently, Tuan was reincarnated into animals until he was finally granted a human body again, being rebirthed as a man named Colm Silly, the son of a chieftain. But through his reincarnations, he remembered all that he had seen in every single life that he lived, whether animal or human, and was able to preserve and share his uncle Partholon's story. 30 years after the death of the people of Partholon, the next settlers were the people of Nemed.
Nemed was the son of the Angnoman Scythia, making him the 9th great-grandson of Noah. Nemed and 44 ships carrying his people set sail on the Caspian Sea. After a year and a half at sea, the only ship that was able to reach Ireland was Nemed's. And this was either in 2350 BCE or 1731 BCE. The people of Nemed were said to have cleared 12 plains, built 2 royal forts, won 4 battles against the Fomorians.
Whoa.
Damn. And it is said that during this time, 4 of the lakes in Ireland burst from the ground and appeared just random days of the week. But after 9 years of living in Ireland, Nemed and 3,000 of his people died from the plague. The survivors buried Nemed on Great Island, which is in Cork Harbor, and continued to fight the oppression from the Fomorians, 2 specifically that lived on an island off the coast called Mork and Connaught, and these are the names of the 2 Fomorians. Nemedians were forced to give 2/3 of their children, their corn, and their milk to the Fomorians. But after years of this fucking torture, the people of Nemed rose against the Fomorians and attacked with 60,000 warriors, 30 by sea and 30 by land, and they defeated Connaught. Mork wanted revenge, though, on the people of Nemed, and he attacked them along with other Fomorians, killing almost all of the Nemed people, with only 1 ship carrying just 30 men escaping. These men from the Nemed split off into 3 different directions. 1 group going to the north, 1 group going to Britain, and the 3rd going south to Greece, leading us to the 3rd inhabitants of Ireland, the people of Firbolg.
These are the descendants of the Nemed people who left Ireland and went to Greece, where they were enslaved by the Greeks, forced to carry large bags of clay and soil in order to settle on and fertilize the poor and rocky land that they were assigned to live on, which is where their name derives. Firbolg means men of bags. They left Greece to sail to Ireland, where they inhabited the entire island by dividing it into 5 provinces, led by their 5 chieftains. Gon, the son of Dalla, who was a descendant of Starn, son of Nemed in North Munster. Sangon, son of Dalla in South Munster. Gunan, son of Dalla in Connacht. Rudridge, son of Della, took Ulster, and Slanga, son of Della, in Leinster, with Slanga also serving as the first High King of Ireland, ruling from the Hill of Tara. The Firbolg people ruled Ireland for 37 years, with their final king being Eochaid, son of Irk, who was the example of the perfect king. The people of Firbolg were very attached to Ireland, brave and prideful of the home that they had created for themselves. They were made of incredibly strong warriors, and all of their provinces lived in great harmony with one another. They fought bravely against pirates, raiders, sea creatures, cryptids, and, of course, the one-eyed giants, Fomorians.
Yes.
Protecting their people and their land, forcing everyone away from their homes and families. But the priests always told the people of Firbolg that there would be a greater force that would come to take their power away, aka the Tuatha De Danann, sons of the goddess Danu. So the Tuatha De Danann, or sometimes pronounced Tuatha De Danann, are the other supernatural race. The TDD descended from the Nemed people that went to the north. They represented the deities of pre-Christian Gaelic Ireland. Kings, queens, warriors, healers, and heroes that lived in the other world but could interact with humans in the human realm. They were immortal, immune from sickness and aging, and they had powers of magic. They had the ability to control the weather, the elements. They could shapeshift into other beings and animals, and they controlled the fertility of the land. They were the gods of Irish paganism, led by King Nuada. They were protected by a hazy aura surrounding them, and they landed safely on the verdant island. Strong, beautiful, skilled men with amazing weapons, blessings of the gods, and they had many artifacts. The Stone of Festiny, which revealed diverse prophecies, the Mighty Spear of Asal, which was the unbeatable sword of light, and the Dogtus Cauldron, which magically produced food for an entire army.
And they also may or may not have, depending on the sources, had a 4th thing that they carried with them, which is kind of similar to what is believed to be at Oak Island, which is the
corn.
No.
It was the corn.
The corn.
For sure.
No, what is it called? Oh my God, the Holy Grail.
Yeah, that
What
kind
is
of
that
stuff.
called? What is the name of that?
Like treasure? I don't know.
I don't know what the name of it is, but it's basically like these things that are from the Bible and beyond.
Medieval. No, before medieval.
Like from the beginning of Earth until now. They also were said to have a dagger with them that was of another god.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Warriors did not fear death, and these warriors carried all of these items with them.
So after 37 years of ruling Ireland, the Firbolg people saw a lot of this strange smoke in the skies, and it looked to be coming from the coast. This happened to be the TDD. They were performing a ritual for the gods where they burned all of their ships.
Holy shit.
AKA, they're not fucking leaving.
No.
And the Firbolg sent Shreng, which was their strongest warrior, to go meet the invaders first to see like how strong they were or how capable they were. He was meant to intimidate them, but it wasn't to fight. So the TDD saw him coming, clearly, and they sent their bravest warrior, which was Bress. This was not, like I said, to fight it out or do anything like that. It was just like a meeting. They were just going to size each other up. They're going to have a little friendly chit chat. Turns out they may be sister people because they have the common ancestor, Noah. So Bress presented Shreng with the proposal from his chiefs or the king. Basically, what this proposal was either you guys, aka the people of Firbolg, surrender half of the island, which is Ireland, or you immediately get a bloodbath.
Period,
Bress.
Straight to the bloodbath.
Straight to the point,
Surrender, bloodbath. Your fucking choice.
Your choice, bitch. So Shreng says, hey, look, I am going to take this back to the big dogs, but I got to let you know that we're like really stubborn. We're really powerful. We're beyond strong, and we're deeply rooted in this land. So I'm going to go ahead and let you know that like my chiefs and my kings are not going to take this really well.
Nope.
But appreciate you, bro. And I'll let you know. So they like dab each other up and they say their goodbyes and head their separate ways. When Shreng makes it back home, he's like, yo, first off,
check this out.
They are like really good looking for some reason. They must have had all of Noah's good genes.
Those people are Venetians.
They were sexy as fuck, boy. And he's like, turns out we might be related. So sick. By the way, they have some seriously intense and scary ass looking weapons that I've never seen before. Also, did I mention that they're all like ripped with this glowing angelic aura surrounding them? But
like, maybe we shouldn't fuck with them.
Maybe we should just like take this down.
And they're like, actually, let's go. Bloodbath.
Literally.
We vote bloodbath.
Bloodbath, where's it at? Meanwhile, Bress takes us back to his people and he's like, damn, I hate to talk shit about kin.
Not this Southern Pruitt accent.
I hate to talk shit about my kin, but like, man, we could crush the fuck out of these bitches.
We could rip their heads out now.
In a heartbeat, we'd fuck them bitches up. They got shitty weapons, no sick aura surrounding them, and they're like kind of toxic in their obsession with this land. But I hope it works out and they're chill because like I kind of fuck with my boy Shreng, you know?
Nonetheless, don't kill Shreng.
Right.
Point blank, period.
We could use Shreng. So he tells this to the people, and then he goes to the king, which is Nuada. And he tells him about the chat. And he's like, look, the Firbolg people, they do not have the same caliber weapons as us. AKA, we could like crush them in a heartbeat. But they give off this like a really strong-willed bravery type of vibe. This is going to be expected because they're kind of cut from the same tree as us. So like, yeah, duh. But King Nuada says like, damn, you know, like I would really hate to do that to our own family, like our own bloodline. So I really hope they're chill and they take my offer seriously, because if they don't, I'm going to have to like kill our own family.
We don't really want the bloodbath.
Right. Like we don't want to kill our own family, but like I will slay them in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Period.
That's literally what Nuada said, quote by quote. Meanwhile, Shreng reports the offer back to the people of Firbolg in like a city hall type of situation. And the people were fucking pissed. They were so mad. They felt that the TDDs were fucking insane, that their offer was an insult to the Firbolg people. And Shreng like kind of backs it up and he's like, well, maybe my delivery was wrong, or maybe like I did not emphasize the fact that they would like crush us with their crazy anti-human auras, super beautiful, strong warriors, and insane, powerful weapons. Let's chill out and really think about this. Because to Shreng, he was like, who cares if we have to share the land with them and have like a peace treaty? It was the best way to save the people of Firbolg because they just didn't have enough people to inhabit the entire coast of the island, which is Ireland, and protect it. So for all they knew, there could be like other communities of people that were living on the other side of Ireland that they weren't inhabiting,
right?
But it didn't really matter. Eochaid, which was the highest king of the Firbolg people, along with all the other chiefs, said, fuck that. Fuck the TDD and fuck your fucking peace contract. Tell them to
bring the bloodbath.
Tell them to bring on the fucking bloodbath. I would love to see them try. The TDD moved their fort or camp to the Black Hill, which they believed to be the point that would give them the right to live in Ireland. This is sometimes associated with the Hill of Tara.
Yeah.
Which we talk about a lot within this, but also considered the Black Hill. Now, technically, they're two different places.
Tara is like the it's like the royal capital.
The royal capital.
Yeah.
But they're like technically different, but they might be the same. Again, pseudo history, mythology / biblical, non-biblical history.
It's got my brain fucked up right now.
They decked out this camp with everything they needed for war and began performing rituals for the gods and waited for Shreng and his friends to pull the fuck up. Well, the TDD had a really strong connection with sorcery, and their gods protected them by pouring an insane amount of strong and intense storms on the Firbolg people. The storms were so terrible that they took up the entire sky, and it looked like there was a firestorm because of how much lightning that took over the skies. After 3 days of these horrific storms, people of Firbolg were finally able to cast the storms away and bring out the sun. The Firbolg army was then assembled and ready for battle, but before they could head out to fight the TDD sent druids one last time in order to try and like sort things out. Like, do we really have to fight, or can we just like agree on something? And Eochaid lost his fucking shit. Meanwhile, the druids, they proposed a treaty of peace for a bit. This meant that the two sides would have enough time to prepare for combat on equal terms, and after the fight, the winner would be revealed, showing what the will of the gods were. Because of the Firbolg people being very honorable individuals, they agreed to this, even though it technically would not work in their favor, but they knew that this was like the will of their ancestors. As the truce came to a close, they had trained both sides young warriors for this battle. And these young warriors from both sides showed up for this like pre-battle party where they
turn up.
They
said Jameson Ginger line on the front line right fucking now. Pour it up. Let's go.
Throw that shit on cruise.
Pour that shit up.
Let's get creepy. Meanwhile,
on the front line,
a spear throwing duel. They were just like throwing and dodging spears. Like everyone was kind of enjoying themselves. The spectators, the people battling.
They're like, I love this.
No, they were like, this is so fucking fun. They were like acting like a dodgeball.
To the left.
You can dodge a
Take
wrench.
it back now, y'all. What up this time, huh?
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a fucking spear, bitch. That's what they said. That's what that quote's from. So either way, they were like dodging wrenches, they were dodging spears, they were dodging balls, they were throwing them, and everything was like really fun. It was kind of like a game of dodgeball, right? Until a few people got hit by a few spears and people died. So then it turned really dark, and the Firbolg had this insane spear throwing skill that had like been passed down for many generations. So they dominated the TDD.
Oh, they fucked it up.
And the TDD just kind of like waited at this point because like they lost this, whatever. They took their dead people and very injured people back to their camp, and they're like, fuck, what do we do if they bring out the spears, right? So they just kind of like sat around and waited for the Firbolg people to come fight them. But the Firbolg were creating a plan in order to push the TDD out to sea. While the TDD stood in this shielded defensive like wall formation with the Dagda. And the Dagda is the warrior god of precise and terrible blows, protecting them.
Whoa.
So like a good god to have on your side. You know what I mean?
Kind of a sexy name.
But the Firbolg people were not fucking around, and they fought so hard that they actually were able to break this godlike defensive wall, and they won the first day of fighting. So like back in this time, you would only fight when it was daylight, and then when like night came, fuck off back to your camps.
Yeah.
We can't see shit. TDD are like regrouping, restructuring their game plan because they're like, shit, we lost bad today. And the Firbolg go back and they're like fucking getting drunk. They're partying. They're like, hell yeah, we're going to fuck these TDDs up. Well, the next morning, High King Eochaid was taking a bath in a river when he hears something behind him. He turns around to find TDD Druid assassins. There was 3 of them. Eochaid had no weapons on him. He was completely helpless and he was completely alone. But then out of nowhere, a young Firbolg warrior emerged from the woods and stood between Eochaid and the 3 druid assassins with his sword. He fought these 3 assassins alone and he killed all 3 of the TDDs. And then he died as a result of his injuries, but he saved Eochaid. Eochaid honored him, calling him the lone warrior with a monument for his sacrifice. And this is now known as the Hill of Tara.
Oh.
Right. The second day of battle was really a lot worse than the first, like way more bloodier. Many warriors on both sides died. It kind of ended up being of a tie because like no one really won. We just kind of lost all of our men on both sides.
Okay, yeah.
Back at the TDD camp, the god Dagda started working really hard to motivate his warriors. And he was like, I swear that I will lead you to victory if you can learn to stand firm on this land that is of our fathers and be brave. So on the 3rd day, Shrang went in. Y'all remember Shrang? This motherfucker goes in on the TDD leading his army. And the great Bagda battled Curb, which was the divine hero of the Firbolg tribe. It was such an intense fight that all of the other warriors surrounded Curb and Shrang as they fought and watched them. But Curb ended up dying. And King Nuada was watching after all of this. So like everyone goes home. He's sitting there and he's looking over the battleground. This was like the bloodiest day. And he's kind of like mourning his people that he lost. And he's kind of like, damn, we're not going to win this when we burned all of our fucking ships.
Yeah.
So like, how are we going to get the fuck out of here?
We're fucked.
Like, where are we going to go?
Why did we do that?
Why did we fucking
Can we go back in time?
He's questioning everything. Meanwhile, there were all these like crows and different birds kind of like munching off of the dead people.
Oh, no.
It's really fucked. Yeah. But he's kind of like disassociating because all of these lands and meadows were once green, but now they were painted red with blood. He doesn't even pay attention that one of these black birds, which he thought was a crow, was focusing on him.
Uh-oh.
It lands behind him and turns into a gorgeous woman. So stunning that she just had to be a goddess.
Of course.
And her name was Goddess Morgan.
Morgan.
Of course she was.
Of course.
What the fuck else we?
I'm a fucking crow, bitch.
Caw. She was a raven.
I'm a raven, bitch.
Caw.
Caw.
Bitch. So Morgan comes down. She is the great goddess who is associated with war and destruction.
Hell yeah, I am.
So she's like kind of my type of bitch.
What if I was her right now, like in your presence? You don't even
You know what? Her description is just like you.
Because
it's kind of fucking weird.
You don't even know. I've never told anybody.
And she promises Nuada victory. She takes his hand, leads him to his tent, and they fuck all night.
Holy shit.
She puts it down on this motherfucker, right?
Oh, yeah. Our personalities are definitely similar.
Yeah, I kind of fuck with her. And the next morning, he wakes up and he watches as his lover Morgan flies away in the form of a raven before he gets up and begins preparing for the next day of war. This was a bloody battle. Shrang challenged King Nuada to a duel.
Uh-oh.
And everyone stopped and watched as they battled ferociously. Shrang shattered Nuada's shield and was able to chop off his arm. The god Dagda and another warrior rushed to his aid. The noble warrior stood between Nuada and Shrang as Dagda lifted Nuada to his feet and handed him over to the healing druids who rushed him off of the battlefield. But the presence of these two great warriors terrified Shrang, and he retreated behind his people. The battle then continued once Nuada was taken away, and the Firbolg people felt that they were close to a victory. But Bress, who was the greatest warrior I don't know how to explain him. We're going to get to that later, but just know it's Bress. Okay. Bress, this motherfucker was blind with anger and rage. Okay. He was like, how fucking dare you fuck with Nuada?
That's like king.
With the king. So he's like, I'm going to fucking get your king and I'm going to chop off his arm. So he starts to try to track down Eorcade. And some say that, some reports say that Bress died here. Other reports say differently, which we're going to get back to. But either way, Eorcade was killed during this day of battle. And Shrang was now the leader of the beaten down Firbolg people. The next day, the Firbolg people no longer had enough warriors to battle the TDD. They were all injured. There was no morale. But they could not disrespect the people that came before them by surrendering or fleeing their land. So they returned to battle. The TDD people watched as the Firbolg people approached them, and they just knew that this wasn't going to be a fair fight. So the druids of the TDD approached Shrang and said, look, I'm going to propose you one last peace treaty. The offer was that the Firbolg people would be able to keep a fifth of the land in Ireland. They also promised friendship and the ability to live in a peaceful world. Cohesive, fight together, live together, trade together, beyond allies. And Shrang accepted this offer like he wanted to in the very beginning for the longevity of his people. The TDD now had rule over the rest of Ireland, and it was at this point that the gods came forward to help the TDD and the Firbolg people. They were like, look, we're family, but let's take it back to Nuada. He was no longer perfect, which meant that he could no longer serve as the king. So he was replaced by Bress. And Bress was actually half Fomorian. Not only half Fomorian, but he was a half Fomorian prince. And he was known for his intellect, his strength, and his beauty. But this only lasted 7 years because Bress was a terrible and oppressive king to the TDD. He was nothing like Nuada. For years, the gods and the physicians and the healing druids of the TDD worked together to create Nuada an arm, making him now Nuada of the Silver Arm. Bress was then removed from the throne once Nuada got his new silver arm, and this restored the kingship to Nuada. Nuada continued to serve for 20 more years as the King of Ireland. The High King of Ireland. Take a shot. 2 of them bitches. But Bress was fucking angry. He felt that he had done more for the TDD than Nuada had, and he kind of played a role in saving Nuada. He was jealous and he wanted his fucking throne back. So he turned to the other half of his blood or his family, which were the Fomorians.
So let's talk about them. While the TDD and the Fomorians were enemies, there were numerous occurrences of breeding and love between these two supernatural races. The godly TDD and the demonic Fomorians went to war at the behest of the TDD king at the time, Bress. Bress was, in some writings, the son of Balor, aka the Cyclops king of the Fomorians. And in other writings, he was the son of Prince Elatha of the Fomorians. When Bress was born, he grew so quickly that by the age of 7, he was the size of a 14-year-old.
Damn.
After the First War, Bress was killed after drinking what he thought was cow milk, but it was really poison.
What a way to go.
And they did this by creating these wooden cows that were that I guess really resembled cows in the distance. I don't fucking know how they pulled it off, but they filled it with poison and they acted like they were milking the cows. And they're like, here's some fresh milk, Bress, drink it. And Bress was like, 2 shots of milk, poison, dead.
What? Not the wooden cows fooling you, Bress.
Yeah. During the Second War, war, Baelor, aka the Cyclops, kills the TDD king Nuada before being killed by his very own grandson Lu, who was also a hybrid Fomorian in TDD. Once dead, 4 Fomorian warriors pried open Baelor's eye to wreak havoc and destruction one last time, releasing the power of poison onto the land.
Wow.
But how could Lu kill Baelor? By using a slingshot and striking him into the eye.
Wow.
Sound familiar?
Yeah.
David and Goliath. The medieval texts about the TDD were written by Christians, often explaining them as these fallen angels who were neither good or evil. The Milesians are also considered to be the descendants of Nuada. The sons of Mil, or the Milesians, were the final inhabitants of Ireland, led by Mil Espina, the son of Bael, who was the king of Galicia and the ancestor of the Gaels. The Milesians represented the large majority of the Irish Gaels, but it was no easy task for the Milesians to take a hold of Ireland as their home. The Milesians sailed to Ireland from Spain, led by 3 sons of a warrior. They took 30 ships across the sea, each ship carrying 30 wives.
Immediately no.
Holy shit. I don't know if that's 30 wives to each of the 3 sons or 90 wives on 30 different ships. I don't fucking know the math here.
That has to be 30 per
son.
Because that's similar back to... See, a lot of people believe that, like, these 6 people were actually 3 individuals and that...
They all are just mixed together.
Like the God version of who they were.
Yeah. Either way, damn. Once approaching closer to the shore, the Milesians' leaders spot something in the middle of the sea. It was a glass tower that had 3 men guarding the top. They shouted out to the men on the tower, but received no response back. And this is kind of where it gets a little wishy-washy. In the version of the Historia Bretonum, when they reach the tower, they are met with this powerful wave that sunk every ship except for one. The only ship that survived are the current day ancestors to all the Irish. But in the Labor Gabala, or the Book of Ireland version, or the History of Invasion, is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
They take the history of the Gaels, or the Irish, back to Adam and the sons of Noah. It was a descendant of Noah's son Japheth that was the start of the Gaels. This was a Scythian king named Finis Farswad, aka Lord Farquaad.
No, literally.
Literally, that's Lord Farquaad.
Literally, where's Shrek?
The Scythians were ancient Eastern Iranian equestrian nomadic people. Phineas, or Phineas and Ferb, or Lord Farquaad, is believed to be one of the 72 chieftains that built the Tower of Babel. Phineas had a son.
That's how it's pronounced in the Bible.
Yeah. Phineas had a son, Nell, who married Skoda, who was a daughter of an Egyptian pharaoh. Nell and Skoda then had a son named Godel Glass. Godel is the creator of the Godelic language, or Gaelic, that was derived from the 72 languages that came after the confusion of tongues. Godel's children, referred to as the Gaels, left Egypt during the Exodus, like the literal Exodus, and settled in Scythia. They pretty quickly left Scythia and spent 440 years roaming the earth. The Gaels, now led by a man named Ith, reached Iberia and Hispania, or Hispania, depends on what time of the century, I guess, we're talking about.
Or like which book you're referring to.
Yeah, and they conquered it. While there, they built the city of Brigantia, and they placed a large tower in the middle. From the top of the tower, they could see what was believed to be the unconquered land long past the sea, aka Ireland.
Take a shot.
Take a shot. They set out sail to this land, and once arrived are welcomed by 3 kings, Mac Cool, Mac Kecht, and Mac Green, the 3 pagan gods of the Tuatha De Danann. Ith was killed and his men returned home. But in retaliation, the 8 sons of Ith's brother, Mil Espane, led an entire army back to Ireland to avenge their uncle's death. Once landed, they fought against the TDD and headed towards the capital city of Tara. They then met with the 3 kings, who asked for a 3-day truce, during which the Milesians must stay a distance of 9 waves away from the land.
9 waves?
Let me fucking count it. Like, the waves don't fucking move, bro. Okay, we gotta back it up, boys.
Back it up.
Pull it forward a little.
That was high tide. We gotta go back to low tide.
To the left, to the right. So they retreated back to the water, and then the TDD conjured up what some people believe to be the gnarliest wind in history that prevented their ships from sailing back after the 3 days. One ship survives, returns to the land, and then the Milesians and the TDD agreed to divide Ireland between those 2 groups. The Gaels took the world above, and the TDD took the world below. And that is how we have
Ireland.
You know, I'm still like, that was probably like so fucking confusing.
Dude, you know what I gotta say is that if we had to go through it, then you guys did too.
Like, it was so hard.
We were like, what the fuck is Ireland?
And the fact that we decided to drink before that, I'm so sorry, everybody.
But you have to know it took us like over a week to research this in like great detail.
Like, it was all in Gaelic.
And when I say a week to research, I mean a week to script. Because like, we were like, what the fuck did we do with this?
Like, there was one segment.
The definitions are all different.
There was one segment that Taylor and I were going back and forth on, guys. And it was actually the Milesians, right? And she was like, at first she was like, hey, actually, you do that one. I was like, okay, word. I text her the next day. I'm like, hey, I really hate to do this, but could you actually do that one? I was like, I'm getting like fucked in the ass. Like, I don't understand anything. She's like, shit, bitch, same here. I thought you'd understand it.
I hope you got it because it made no sense to me.
It made no sense to me either.
I watched this whole fucking like 19-minute YouTube video explaining it from this historian. And I was like,
we did our best. There's so much more on the Milesians though, but like, it was so hard. I am the Greek goddess Morgan. Like,
I was wondering where the fuck you're going.
I don't know what else to tell you, but like, it's real.
It's real. It's real. And I believe that the Irish people are just better than everybody else. I'm so sorry. I feel like I don't even remember I
don't know what this episode's about.
I don't know. Loved you.
Love you.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.